Hello everyone, this is RaceBase and welcome to Star Citizen Alpha 4.1. As is my usual pattern, I check in on the game during one of the events where they let people fly ships for free, and in this case this was recorded in Invictus Fleet Week. And, well, I decided to start out with Arena Commander, and that's what I'm doing here. And this was squad battles or something like that. I haven't really gotten into the combat stuff much at all. The last time I played Arena Commander was many years ago. I've had the game for I think 9 years. I got it originally for 45 bucks, and I haven't paid. I did upgrade my ship to an Avenger Titan, but basically I haven't paid more than the usual price of a game for it. So that is my situation, and I've been sitting very patiently waiting for things to happen. And improvements have occurred during the 9 years, but certainly not at the pace that I would have liked them to. And so I still try to maintain a non-burnout sort of pace when it comes to trying out the game. I just don't think that there's much of a point becoming an expert in systems that are bound to change, like the combat, if they decide to rebalance it fundamentally, which may be a thing. I don't know what they have planned, but the game is not anywhere near release, so they can basically change everything right now, as far as I can tell. So, I'm saying all that aside, I did try Arena Commander, which is basically like if we're playing World of Warships or War Thunder, a game like that, where we have tighter battles like races or combat, and it's just a bunch of players on a 15-minute kind of deal, as opposed to the main game, which is the Persistent Universe, which I would jump in afterwards. I did all this during a Twitch live stream, and after my stint here, this bike gets a lot of air when it goes up a ramp, I guess. You definitely don't want to go up a ramp like that. But yeah, so I'll provide the original audio for my explorations in the Persistent Universe, and so you can see how that ended up, and I'll provide some conclusions at the end of the video. But for now, here's how the Persistent Universe stuff worked out. There must be more options here. Honestly, she doesn't look too bad. That hair, though, that is... yeah, none of these seem like good things to mix in. Blend cheeks. Well, that only changed the shape a tiny bit. Blend brows. That is overly complicated. I just want to tweak them directly instead of blending. So, this is hair. Have they discovered ponytails yet? Nearly anti-grav hair. Yeah, for some reason some of them just flick forward like that. Oh, that's a ponytail, I guess. Not a very long one. Ginny Weasley or something. Alright. Fine. I did the tutorial before. I think it's the same tutorial, so we'll skip. I've never been to Pyro, so let's go to Pyro. Ruin Station, Checkmate, or Obituary. Somebody decide. Should I be on Ruin Station, Checkmate, or Obituary? None of these places are meant to sound good, obviously. We gotta try and escape Pyro and get back to civilization. They are all gloomy. Well, Pyro is supposed to be the gloomy one. If we want non-gloomy, we go to Stanton, and these are the non-gloomy places. But I've been to the non-gloomy places, so we gotta start out in the gloomy place and try to escape. Ruin Station, alright. Let's try that. Primary residence. Yay. Confirm. Invictus Fleet Week. That's the event that's going on, where you can fly the ships for free. But to access those, we have to go back to the Stanton system. I mean, how bad can Pyro be? I mean, normally when I die in the Stanton system is because I've accidentally knocked into something. I've never been here before in the game. I think they've given me more stuff because I don't remember having a grenade launcher. Maybe they figured that that's important. Very claustrophobic in there. What is this? There's a floating light. Don't know how that exists. Exit says this way. Okay. Like the elevator would work. Well, guess we have no choice but to check. They might be overdoing it as far as the ruin here. If the elevator even works, right? I think they've misjudged how to do Decrepit, frankly speaking. I'm still waiting for a jump scare because this is the kind of place that you get jump scares in. That guy's squirming for some reason. Storage access, but still not. Station convenience store. Oh, here we go. Can't even look at it properly. Again, amazing that this would even work. Yeah, the Avenger. Delivery time 0.
Delivered to the following location.
Tyler raises small hangar. Really? Oh. Well, seems like the same pistol anyway. Did you shoot them? How do I get to my small hangar? That's not one of the... Oh, there's stuff down here. Oh, down there. That's cheating, game. You should just say pad 1, 2, 3. You just give me one of the set pads. Now I'm leaving. There's apparently even here an Armistice Zone. So, in theory I should be able to select weapons, but right now I can't bring it out. Can I open it? I don't really want to get crushed by the door. Oh, maybe open door. Oh, see. That used to be a bigger hotspot. They keep making things smaller and smaller. I think the developers of this game have really big screens. They used to have the text for open door in much larger font. Now it's a tiny little thing. And maybe the larger font is a little bit better. I'm old. I can't deal with this. Is there actually, like, traffic control at a place like this? Alright, comms, friends. Can you get out of here? Is that their way of saying that they're letting me go? Oh, okay. Well, I've launched. Will this be the smoothest I've ever gotten out of a place? Weak. Alright, well, we are flying. So let's take a look at this decrepit station from the outside. Lots of lights. I didn't think I had covered that much space away from it. Many turrets. Okay, so let's say I wanted to get as far away from this terminus. Well, that's if anything conveys the end. Where is the... There's the Stanton Gateway. But I should probably explore some of the other places. Loom planet. So Terminus is a planet. Maybe I should go down there. Let's see what Terminus is like. What is disabled in the atmosphere? Probably the quantum drive? I don't know. I don't need it constantly telling me. So this is a planet I haven't been to before. Terminus. Certainly not to be confused with anything from Foundation. Whoa, okay, I'm fuzzing out. Can't do a turn like that at that speed without pulling a lot of G's. It's a lot of red dots. In this case, I don't think the red dots mean that they're bad guys. It's not looking great right now. But then again, I play flight sim, so I have higher standards for terrain. Maybe I should pick some place to land and just walk around a bit. Plant a flag. Okay. Well, might as well power off for now. Low temperatures and are at risk of hypothermia. Uh-oh. I guess my clothing is not capable of... Why can't the open door thing be a little bit more convenient? My clothing is not good for this. Negative 20, 30, 40. Okay, I better go back inside. So, can't walk around here. Can't walk... Okay, this is getting bad. Close the door. Close the door. Probably I'd already be dead at that temperature, but I can say I visited. Is that... What's that red thing then? Is that a bad thing? Whoa, that's the Watcher's Depot that I had targeted. Well, let's fly over it. They say that there's a lot to purchase there, apparently. I've seen that rock before. I recognize some of these rocks. That's not good. I feel like the terrain textures are just not loading in very well. This element is a little bit... Oh, let me not... Okay. Okay, it doesn't look like very much. Maybe there's a lot to buy, but I probably don't need to buy it here. Let's go. But let's investigate some of the other planets and places around here. So, well, no, that's that planet. We've already done that. That's what Terminus looks like. I guess those are all asteroids. Okay. This is the gateway. Rods, fuel, and supplies. Well, we'll have to keep that in mind because I might need some supplies. But I want to see, that's the planet Bloom. Okay, let's go to Bloom. But that'll take half my fuel, so I better be able to get to some supplies there. Okay.
Initiated.
Dramatic music. Technically, I can just sort of sit on my bunk here and just, or lie down. That's one thing that is pretty rare about this game. But the sounds are weird when you do that. On the bigger ship, you can do all sorts of things probably. But I see they haven't made the travel any faster. We're gonna need a mini game in these ships just to occupy our time, like some sort of card game. I mean, this isn't the longest trip. I deliberately didn't go to the next planet, right? Because I mean, technically there's a planet in between this Bloom and Terminus, Pyro 5. So Terminus is over here, Bloom is over here, basically an inner planet, and then Pyro 5 is here. I didn't want to go all the way out to Pyro 5 because that's double the distance. The in-game chat is very on topic today. Still haven't fixed quantum travel fuel bug. What's the quantum travel fuel bug? Now I'm worried.
Quantum travel complete.
Why does everything have to be in red, though? Starlight service. Oh, let's slow down there. Service station. We came in on the nighttime side, as I so often do. Shadowfall sounds interesting. There is no bright side to life. Xeno threat. Okay, maybe that's dangerous. Going anything out here is hard work. Landing pad commodity trading by vehicles. Golden Riviera. Planet with Shadowfall and Shepherd's Rest is a Golden Riviera. Let's try for Golden Riviera. Minor repairs needed. Remote outpost near Shepherd's Rest. Shadowfall is not where I was trying to go. Where's the... Uh-oh. Okay, weak. Where's the Golden Riviera? Are we close to that? That's just somebody's ship or something, or what? No. Oh, it is. It's near a base. Whoop, don't do that. Let's not collide. I don't have a particular notch where the throttle goes in reverse, so that's why sometimes I accidentally go in reverse. It isn't discreet. Lots of ships around. Do I have... maybe I should get clearance or something. We should walk around here. Well, maybe we don't need clearance after all. I don't see anything. Let me just pick a spot. Well, that seems to be the door, if you will. That seems like a pad-like place. But maybe I don't want to be directly there. Whoa! Whoa! Ooh! Oh, I did a bad thing. I did a bad thing. Okay, okay, okay. Ah, I destroyed myself. Ah. And I've turtled. Part of this is just testing how long the game is going to be stable for. So far. They really need to clean up this place, though. This is too much. Well, I'm gonna have an insurance claim too. 4 minutes.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Expedited fee is 0 for to cut it down to 1 minute and 21. Well, apparently I can't click that, so.
Insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Oh no, it then said 2,000 and then it stole my money.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following.
My ship will be waiting at where? Oh, there we go.
Please visit us again.
I guess they started having Tyler Reese's small hangars or, you know, username hanger because people kept forgetting which pad they were on or something. Careful, careful.
Landing gear retracted.
Okay, well, let's try for that planet again.
Initiated.
I mean, you don't want people to go places instantaneously because this is a multiplayer game, and then you would never be able to like get away from people. But you know, you could like access this monitor and start playing Wolfenstein or something. Anything. Maybe if you had a pet. They need pets. And it would like grow, but then there's feature creep. We're adding even more feature creep into this game as if it doesn't have enough of it already, right? Well, might as well. Might as well. This game is just one big pile of feature creep. We might as well put some more in. But all the planets are really small planets around here. They're all Kerbal sized or like in that vicinity. Am I gonna smack into a hill?
Landing complete.
Okay. Still pretty cold. Ooh, really cold. I guess in order to get around here, you need a special suit. Okay, I'm not suited for this place. I'm assuming that they've enabled dying from being too frosty. Looks like one of those Star Wars places, you know what I mean. The floating thing there. I think that's just a floating rock or brick or something. Interesting random rocks here. They could probably do with the help of actual geologists or something. Okay, let's go to the top of that mountain and then go on. Well, that's the view around here. We can't really... The settlement's over there, but we can't really see it great. Clouds, which we are impressed by in general, also mar the view somewhat. Might to see. Yeah, it's the textures are a little bit blurry when you're going fast and close to it. It's an interesting sort of carved out. That looks like it was a volcano and just blew its top kind of thing. Okay, but we can proceed. Checkmate. That was one of the places we could have started at. Well, let's see what the station checkmate is. Or maybe I should go to Pyro 1 first. It's sort of along the way. Where's Pyro 2? Pyro 2 is over there. Yeah, we can go to Pyro 1 and Pyro 2 and then go to checkmate. Let's see. But it doesn't have a name, so it's probably not that great. Pyro 1. I wonder if power management I can directly... Oh, I can! Oh, good. You can just click on this and change things. Engines. Quantum drives. Whoop. Well, that's blue. And there's minor repairs needed. I guess a lot of places around here need minor repairs. That's a different sound. Uh-oh. The G-forces. Rods, fuel, and supplies is not here. Well, we should take a look at this in greater detail, probably. Gray Gardens Depot. Okay. Well, that's a more intricate sort of landscape. Pyro 1. Apparently not completely useless, even though it's not named specifically. Endgame. Well, that's even more ominous than some of the other places. You don't want to reach endgame too soon. Apparently this place really likes having rocks precariously placed on top of pointy rocks. There's entirely too many of those. There's some seriously messed up rocks too, randomly placed. They definitely need a geologist. I just get the feeling that they don't know how interesting rocks can be without being ridiculous. I think I passed a garden center and didn't even notice. Okay, anyway, this planet. This is Pyro 1, so it's the one closest to the sun. Okay, Pyro 2, I guess. We might as well go for nearly the full set. I'm skipping Pyro 5. Pyro 2's Monarchs. Unaffiliated. I trust that'll leave me enough fuel to get to checkmate, which will allow me to actually fuel up. I hope it'll let me fuel up. It'd be bad if it didn't. Nope. Well, that looks like Mars right there, even. Well, all games have bugs. The question is whether you can actually play them. Even this has wispy clouds. Patch City, that's not on this surface. That's the center of the planet. Endgame's not on the surface. Arid Reach, well, I believe that. Derelict Outpost, there's a lot of those. Yang's place. Sunset Mesa. Jackson Swap. I mean, Sunset Mesa is only good if we get at sunset, right? I guess we'll go for Yang's place. I guess this wasn't so arid. Maybe those were plants. Seemed like trees. Well, that was Yang's place. We've got some nice rocks here. Only really targeted Yang's place so that we had a place to be in daylight to take a look at the terrain. I don't think there's too much variation across these worlds. They're mostly monobiome. Okay, so can I get to checkmate? And can checkmate refuel me? I'll have enough fuel to get there. Oh, they almost got that perfect on the music. Okay, checkmate. Maybe I'm too far to communicate, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I need to get closer. I don't know why they have communication limits like that, but can't even see the station. Checkmate. Hey, are you gonna give me a spot? They don't really let us do proper comms. Maybe. Is there any indication that it gave me a landing spot? No, not really. Outlaws traveling. Maybe I need to be an outlaw? I'm an outlaw, I swear. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. So, what are my options? Where's that one thing that said it was a refueling place? Rods, fuel, and supplies. You need fuel? Well, I don't have enough fuel to get there. I guess we have to go to Patch City and try. I can't go all the way out to the Stanton Gateway. That's even obstructed right now. Hopefully Patch City will be okay, and I can get fuel there. That's still not working. Well, other people are having other problems, apparently, judging from the chat on the side. All server cooked. Back-end issue. Well, that's what's saying. It says on the chat. Apparently I can wipe my visor like that. Interactive items can get in and out of your ship, but you can't interact via comms. Okay, so it's not just me. And something was fudged. Someone see if inventory and freight elevators are good. How to report people trying to exploit bugs. Okay, well, that's a separate thing. Okay, well, I mean, it's been stable, but apparently we've hit a snag. So yeah, the game was stable for more than 2 hours, but we had a server issue that ended up making it impossible for me to refuel or dock at places, and so that cut my exploration short. I really wanted to get to the Stanton system, go through the gate for the first time, but alas, I was not able to do that on this occasion. Do I think that the game is ready? No. Do I wish they would get on with it faster? Yes. Am I going to give them more money? No. So this is where we're at. I'll patiently wait and hope that they come up with something. But for now, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do press like. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time.